Good morning. I want to take a moment to talk about the energy of I'm sorry. Like, I could say, I'm sorry, I look like I just rolled out of bed. I didn't. However, I'm usually my most creative in the mornings, and I usually haven't gotten ready yet in the mornings. And that's where these messages want to pour out of me, and I no longer want to inhibit them. And I'm sorry is a phrase that I've been sitting with for a while. My friends and I talk about it a lot and joke that I'm sorry is the only curse word because if you start paying attention and creating awareness, you may find that you say, I'm sorry a lot. And so I always sit with, what am I actually trying to say? And this morning I came up with, what if in a moment where we might normally say I'm sorry, like maybe somebody brought something to your attention and you weren't aware that you were hurting their feelings or that you weren't considering them. And the truth is, we can't be aware of everything all the time. That creates hyper awareness and it leads to more harm than good. And so, what if when someone you care about, you value, brings something to your awareness, and instead of saying, I'm sorry, you take a moment to say, thank you for bringing that to my awareness. I value you, or I value this situation, or I value how you feel. And yes, it takes a little bit more energy to say that phrase versus I'm sorry. But the energy of I'm sorry is attached to sadness and regret. And who wants to live in sadness and regret? So if we tune into, I value you, I want to be aware of you because I value you. So thank you. That's such a more beautiful energy to be operating from. So, um, yeah, I'm not sorry that I showed up like this. I value this message enough that I wanted to share it with you before it was no longer spilling from my heart space because that's what happens. I go through my day and my day kind of numbs everything down and I get integrated into everything else I'm doing. So I wanted to show up and I wanted to say, I love you, I value you, and thank you for being a part of my world.